Howdy, folks, and bless your hearts for tuning in. Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Glad to be diving in today.
Right here from our little corner of Overton County, we're fixing to take a real deep dive today into some powerful truths about how our lives get shaped. We've been poring over some incredible sources, insights from a study guide on the inner shift, principles from Neville Goddard's teachings.
A real master on consciousness, Neville was.
Absolutely. And even a profound message called, "The shift is coming, get ready for God's move."
That's right. And our mission today, dear listener, is really to unpack this idea that true transformation, what some call God's move, well, it doesn't come to you.
Right.
It comes from you. It's a journey within, a shift in your very consciousness
Okay.
and the world outside. It simply has to follow suit. We'll be looking at why the world you see around you isn't the cause, but actually the effect of what's going on inside you.
Now, this ain't just big ideas for preachers or scholars, is it?
Not at all.
This deep dive, we've tailored it for you, whether you're tending your garden, maybe driving down Highway 111, or just pondering life's big questions from your kitchen table right here in Overton County. We're going to help you understand what's truly important in these insights.
Yeah. Hopefully you walk away well-informed and maybe with a heart full of aha moments.
I like that. Okay, so let's start with this idea of stillness before the shift. You said it comes from within us.
That's the core concept.
But, we've all been there, haven't we? Looking outside for change.
Oh, sure.
We're looking for a sign from heaven, maybe a big event to kick things off, like, I don't know, lightning in the sky or writing on the wall, something obvious.
It's that human tendency looking for the external proof first. But this teaching clarifies. The shift is not ahead of you. It is happening within you.
Within you.
And it emphasizes that the shift will begin the moment you say it is already done.
Whoa. So not when God decides, but when we decide it's done.
Well, it's more like aligning with what's already true in spirit. The idea is that God has already moved the moment the desire was placed in your heart. That righteous desire is the divine signal.
So it's already happened on some level.
In spirit, yes.
Oh.
And the sources point out how the divine moves in spirit, and spirit is felt, not seen.
Felt, not seen.
Right. You'll feel it before you see it. You'll know it in your soul before it kind of shows up in the physical world.
Okay, that makes sense. It connects to that old spiritual law, doesn't it? As within, so without.
Exactly. Your external world is just an echo or a reflection of your inner state. Everything you see externally is simply the echo of what you accepted internally.
Wow.
So the world around you is not the cause. It is the effect. Always the effect.
It's kind of like planting a corn seed over by Livingston.
Yeah. How so?
Well, you don't see the corn stalk overnight, do you?
No, of course not.
But the work, the real beginning, it's already started under the ground where you can't see it. This inner shift sounds like that quiet beginning.
That's a perfect way to put it. That hidden foundational work.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit more then. Planting these seeds of reality, it ain't just wishing and hoping for things to change, is it? It sounds deeper than that.
Oh, much deeper. It introduces this concept of assumption as the birthplace of reality.
Assumption.
Yeah. What you inwardly accept as true, and this is key, not what you hope for or wish for, but what you truly assume to be true. That becomes the framework of your world.
So how do we assume something that isn't physically here yet?
Well, the practice is called dwelling in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and it's not about pretending.
Okay.
It's about embodying that reality now. You see, the source says feeling is the activator. It is the language the unseen understands.
What language it understands?
It's like the water and the sunlight for that mental seed we talked about.
Yeah.
The feeling nourishes it.
So it's distinguishing true belief, that deep feeling, from just, mentally agreeing with an idea.
Precisely. It's about being the desired reality now. The divine or the creative power, it responds to conviction, not doubt or begging.
So it's not, I will be healthy or prosperous or whatever, but I am.
Exactly that. It's the I am consciousness. The teaching is quite direct. You are not meant to ask, where is my breakthrough? You are meant to declare, I am the breakthrough.
I am the breakthrough. That's powerful.
It is. And remember, the outer world always matches the inner world. Not sometimes. Always. It's a law.
That really makes me think about, that deep, settled peace you feel when the rain finally comes after a long, dry spell over our fields here in Overton County?
Oh, yeah, I know that feeling well.
It ain't just thinking, oh, good rain. It's a deep, almost physical relief and knowing that things are going to be okay.
Yes.
That's the kind of feeling that embodiment, this inner work seems to be calling for, right? Not just a nod of the head.
You've got it. That deep, abiding conviction, that knowing.
Okay. Now, here's where it gets really interesting for me and maybe a little challenging for some folks down here. We're often taught, in church and just culturally, to wait on God's timing. Patience is a virtue, right?
It is, but perhaps understood differently here.
Right, because this text seems to flip that on its head, doesn't it? Talking about time as an illusion.
It does present a different perspective. It calls time an illusion, or maybe better put, a construct designed to measure movement, not meaning.
Movement, not meaning. Okay.
So from this viewpoint, your winning season doesn't start in the future. It begins the moment you decide to anchor yourself in the unseen truth of what already is.
So divine timing isn't about the clock on the wall.
It's described more as inner readiness. When you are inwardly aligned with the state you desire, the timing is right. It's about your state of being, not a date.
And what about looking for signs? We're always praying, Lord, just give me a sign, show me I'm on the right track.
Yeah, that's common. But these sources are pretty blunt about it. Signs follow, they do not precede.
Follow, not precede.
Waiting for signs is called the silent trap that keeps many stuck. Because think about it, if you're constantly looking for proof outside...
You're not really believing it inside yet.
Exactly. The message is profound. You are the sign. You are the first evidence that something is shifting when you change your inner state.
Wow. I am the sign.
Your inner shift is the first sign. So constantly looking outside or asking, where's the proof, just reveals doubt. And that doubt, well, it hinders the process. It works against that inner conviction.
It's like planting that seed we talked about down by the Cumberland River, maybe.
Yeah.
And then digging it up every single day to see if it's growing.
Chuckles lightly.
Right.
You wouldn't do that, would you?
No.
Yeah.
You got to trust the process, give it sun and water, and let it be.
That's a perfect analogy for this.
Yeah.
That digging it up is like the constant need for external proof. It disturbs the growth.
So that leads to striving versus surrender, I guess.
It does. The sources contrast human resistance, which is fear, doubt, overthinking, striving, trying to force things. They say that delays manifestation.
Okay.
Whereas surrender, and this is important, surrender is not inaction.
Right, not just giving up.
No, it's doing everything from a place of rest, peace, and inner confidence. Knowing it's already done in spirit. The idea is God's move is not coming to reward your struggle. It's coming to honor your identity, the identity you've assumed.
Honor your identity, not your struggle. That's a big shift in thinking for a lot of us.
It really is.
So, okay, let's bring this down to us then. What does this all mean for us, practically? Our own thoughts, our feelings, what we kind of picture in our minds, that's the real power shaping our world.
That's what these teachings propose, yes.
Yeah.
Imagination is presented as the blueprint of reality itself.
The blueprint.
Yeah, the first acts of creation, the workshop where your future is crafted. But it's not just idle daydreaming.
No.
It has to be vivid and saturated with feeling to be effective, to really impress the subconscious mind, which is seen as the creative faculty.
Vivid and full of feeling.
There's a really powerful quote that illustrates this. A man may toil for years and never rise. Yet another man quiet in his room dares to believe himself a millionaire and finds the world yielding to that bold belief.
Wow. So the inner work, the daring belief, was more powerful than years of outward toiling.
According to this perspective, yes. The inner state dictates the outer result.
So it's not just a one-time imaginative act, then, if the world doesn't change instantly.
No, that's where persistence comes in. Persistence is defined here as the unwavering, stubborn loyalty to the unseen.
Stubborn loyalty to the unseen. I like that.
It means revisiting and nourishing the vision, repeatedly assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, even if the outer world hasn't caught up yet. You stay loyal to that inner reality.
Okay.
And even our desires, the things we want, they're reframed. Not as selfish or things we lack.
But how?
As a divine signal, a whisper from your higher self, indicating what is already yours in the unseen. They aren't vanity. They're seen as calls to accept what's already yours in potential.
Calls to acceptance. So the desire itself is proof it's possible, even meant for us.
That's the idea. It's a promise waiting to be claimed through assumption.
You know that persistence? It makes me think of a good farmer.
So.
Just like our good neighbors down here, right? They keep on tending their land, planting, working, even through a dry spell or a hard winter.
That's true. They don't give up after one bad season.
Exactly. They persist in their faith, in their work, knowing the nature of things, and the harvest, well, it eventually comes. That sounds like that stubborn loyalty.
It's a beautiful analogy, that steady, faithful tending of the inner ground.
So let's try and bring this all together. Claiming our inheritance, maybe. It sounds like we're not just talking about money or material things here, are we?
No, not at all. While it applies to finances, it's much broader. It's about our whole being, our very identity in God's eyes, really.
Our identity.
Yes. The principle is that wealth begins in the unseen, as an inner state of mind and consciousness. So to become wealthy, or healthy, or peaceful,
Yeah.
you have to stop chasing it as something outside of you, and instead become it within. Assume that state first.
And this ties into who we really are.
Absolutely. There's a profound truth emphasized. You were never waiting to be chosen. You are always the chosen one.
Always.
Not because of anything you did, but because of who you are at your core. As a child of God, made in His image, the message is, you are already enough. You don't have to earn what is already yours by divine inheritance.
Wow. We don't have to earn it, just accept it, assume it.
That's the core of it.
Yeah.
So even victory is not something to be chased outside of yourself. It is a state to be assumed within you.
Assume the state of victory.
Right. This is incredibly empowering because it means life is not something that happens to you. It flows from you.
From me.
You are the powerful originator, the unseen cause behind every effect in your personal world.
That changes everything, doesn't it? How you look at things.
It really does.
Yeah.
Think about this. Your winning season doesn't start when you see things change around you.
Yeah.
It begins the moment you dare to feel differently within you.
The moment I dare to feel different.
Yes. And the promise is, the world will catch up. It always does. But you must lead it not with effort, not with struggle, but with assumption and knowing.
Lead with assumption and knowing. Well, I reckon that's a mighty powerful truth to ponder on, ain't it?
It truly is.
It really challenges how most of us, myself included, have been taught to see the world and our place in it.
Mm-hmm.
This deep dive today, it's really shined a light on the power God's given each of us right there within our own spirits. It echoes some of the deepest promises in Scripture, really.
It does connect deeply.
So, dear friend listening right now, as you step out from this deep dive today, I invite you just take a moment.
Yeah.
Maybe while you're driving down that quiet country road or sitting on your porch swing, looking out over these beautiful hills here in Overton County, just ask yourself, what promise from the good Lord, what truth about yourself, what blessing are you ready to claim as already done in your heart right here, right now?
What are you ready to assume?
Yeah, step into that feeling, embody that truth, because like we've learned today, when you move in that inner conviction, the world, well, it truly has no choice but to follow.
That's the principle.
Now, if this deep dive stirred your spirit, maybe it brought a little more clarity or peace to your day, please consider giving us a like.
Yeah, we'd appreciate that.
And share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd really love to hear how these truths are resonating with you, how they're stirring within you.
We learn from you all too.
Absolutely. And bless your heart, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss another moment of these profound conversations.
And to every soul listening, from the holler to the ridge, maybe over in Crossville or Cookville, and really all across this beautiful creation, may the peace that passes all understanding, may it just settle deep within your hearts. May you walk in the blessed assurance that your good is already laid out for you. And may you remember always, with every fiber of your being, that the shift, that true divine move, it begins with you.
Begins with you.
God bless you all, every single one.
Amen.